Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wish's weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have a gorgeous collection of embossing folders and stencils from our friends at Creative Expressions. These are the 3D embossing folders and beautiful flowers, and then we've got the coordinating stencils for each, and together you guys, they make gorgeous cards just like this one that my friend Debbie made. I can't wait to show you more, and this is our card giveaway for this episode, so if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend, so come play with us. So this is the Bold Blooms 3D embossing folder. Okay, you use these with die cutting / embossing folder machines, embossing machines, and these are the coordinating stencils. So after you emboss it, so that you don't have to be really careful to color everything in like we have been doing, these stencils just fit over the images beautifully. So this is the beautiful wildflowers, gorgeous embossed image, and then what you do is you take each one of these, there's 2 stencils, and so you know which side is which. I find that the little greeting is the way that you're going in that direction. And then you're just putting the little, stems and greenery. You could do the flowers first. I prefer doing the stems and greenery first. You're just aligning these right with like the one at the top and the one down here. And they just kind of notch into place where you can see where they're going to align. And then you can use several different kinds of applicators. Debbie loves using little blending brushes to apply color. I love using little daubers. Well, she does too. And then we've also got these new little teeny tiny dauber sticks, which are so cute for those little tiny intricate areas. We both really enjoy using these. So you put down your first layer and you apply your color with your favorite kind of tool, color being like ink pads and things like that. And then you lift that one up, and then you are going to go ahead and we're going to turn this one over, and then, no, that's wrong again. We're going to turn this one over, and you're going to align this with the blossoms, just like that. And then you can apply the color. It's masking it off, and it just makes it so much easier. So we're going to actually demonstrate this process as we move along here. So let's take a look at this one that Debbie did. The same folder here, but once she, before she actually embossed this onto the white cardstock, she die cut it using these beautiful 12 rectangle and scallop cutting dies. So she took one of these, I think she took this one right here, and she die cut her paper first so that it had a beautiful scallop edge on it, and then she ran it through with the folder. So how this works is, you're going to take your paper, cut to size. I didn't go ahead and put the scallops on this one, so we'll have to use your imagination. And then it's got a side here that's raised up, and then a side here that we call this the embossing side, and then this is the debossing side. All right, so what you would do is just put your paper right here, and then I like to take a little mister that has a little bit of clear, just clean water in it, hold it about this far away. Okay, I'm gonna move this card out of the way, and you're just gonna mist it just like that. That's just gonna give it a tiny, tiny bit of moisture. You're gonna close this up, and then you're gonna run it through your die cutting machine with the folded side first. And the reason for that is when it's going through the machine and it's putting pressure on it, you don't want to have it buckle. If you put it through this side and it's putting pressure on it, if there's any unevenness, it can pop this open, the folded side. So you want to put it folded side first, and then there's no problem at all. And then when you take it out, you're going to get a really beautiful embossed, a really deep embossed image like this with a lot of dimension and a lot of texture on it. All right, so let me look here at the colors that Debbie used on her beautiful card. She not only used some beautiful little orange gingham, but she used this warm honey for her beautiful flowers. She also used gingerbread, roasted pumpkin, tiger orange, and then she used some pear green, some khaki, and powder blue for all of that. So gorgeous. So let's take a crack at doing one of those flowers there. Okay, so we're going to take this now. Debbie and I both recommend taking a little bit of this low tack tape and then first tacking down the embossed image, and then you're going to tack down, oh, that's the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong stencil. Then you're going to tack down this one right on top so that when you're applying your color, things aren't shifting around. So you just want to get everything aligned just like that and making sure all the petals are in their little notched spots, just like that. There we go. And then we're just going to tape that down as well. All right, so we're going to start off with the beautiful warm honey. Okay, and we're going to use the smallest size of the blending brush because we're just going to go around the outside edges of it. You could actually, for what she did, I think you can just go ahead and do the entire flower because then we're going to go back over it with a darker color. If I can get it, there we go, dark enough for you guys to see through the stencil. And you see, I'm being really sloppy about this actually. I'm just going over the outside edges of the stencil and everything, and it's totally perfectly fine because it's masking so nicely. There we go. And then I am going to definitely clean this off. And whenever I use stencil brushes, I always just like to take a wipe or a paper towel that's moist and get that color off, because one time in my past I've picked one up and it had a dark color on it that I hadn't cleaned off and there was a disaster. So I always like to take a minute to do that. All right, now we're going to take some of the gingerbread color. We're going to take one of our little daubers like that, and then we're going to just daub that right on the center there. Daub, daub, daub. And then we're just going to kind of hit some color on the outside edges of these petals, just like that. All right. And that's pretty much it on that flower. And then on these flowers right here, the little orange flowers, she used a little tiger lily and a little roasted pumpkin on those. So cute. Okay, now we're going to take away this layer. Okay, see how it's all masked and very cute? And then this you could just wipe off because these are water-based inks. You can just wipe that off and use another color on it. And then we're going to take our little stems and leaves and things, and I'm going to try to get right next to this one. I think I'm going to just do one of these little leaves. Okay. And then we're going to tape that down as well. There we go. Make sure I got what I'm going on here. And then let's show you how these little things work. They're so cute, and they just have a little bit of little fuzzy applicator on the tip. All right, we'll just take a little bit of the khaki color, and then you can just kind of go just like this if you wanted to get, I'm going to do a little bit of detail on here, so if you wanted to use that one to put some dark color on there, and then you could use the pear and go back over that. A little bit different technique than Debbie did, but I want to show you how you can use those tools like that. And then you can color the leaf right there. It's so cute. And then we can take actually a larger brush and just go over these larger ones. We want all solid one color. I think I'm getting these darker than she did, but we'll get the point here so it'll really show up. Okay. There we go. And it's just so easy to apply like that. You just don't have to be very careful at all, which I appreciate. All right, so let's show you another example. And this one right here, I took the same image, you guys, and this one I used metallic gold ink when coloring those. So once I embossed the image onto white cardstock, I just took my blender brush and I went around the edges. This is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. I went around the edges with just a little bit of metallic gold around the edge. Then I masked it off and I did the gold, kind of working my way from the outer edges in, so it left the centers a little more white. And then I went darker with gold on all of the leaves, removed both of those masks, and then I added, these are gold mirror dazzle stickers, and I just used my little jewel picker to lift those up and put those right on the center. And then we've got, for my little greeting here, grateful, thankful, blessed, and that is using our wrong one. That is using our grateful, thankful, blessed stickers, and I used those in silver, okay, because I just wanted to mix those metals. We've got the gold card with the silver right here, and I found that the silver kind of stood out more than the gold against the gold there. And then matted the whole thing using some metallic gold cardstock. So yeah, this was a really quick and easy card to put together, and it's very, very shimmery. All right, so our next set, you guys, is the Bold Blooms. Bold Blooms. Did I put that die? Here it is. Here's the Bold Blooms die. Beautiful die. Wow. It's an embossing folder, Lene. It's the Bold Blooms embossing folder. And here are the stencils. We've got these two beautiful stencils that are masks. You're just going to put them down. I want to make sure I've got the right direction going here. Just like that. Fits over those leaves and stems so nicely. And here's a card Debbie did. Gorgeous. Look at this. So the first part of the card, this is 5 by 6.5. The first part of the card, she did use just this mask on some white cardstock without, of course, running it through the embossing folder. And she used the stencil to put these beautiful green leaves all over. And she used several shades of green, shamrock, lily pad, to do that. And then once she had that down, she glued that to a mat of purple cardstock on her card. Beautiful. And then she went ahead and ran some separate white cardstock through the embossing folder, and then had this piece right here. And she just took a sample of that right across this part of the embossed image, and she colored that with beautiful, let me see here, we've got a couple of shades of orchid and violet, and she also used beautiful blueberry, and then she used some Prussian blue. And I believe the Prussian blue was just kind of on top of the blueberry, just to kind of highlight those images. Beautiful. And then she took the little stencil here that says hi for her little greeting, and she added a little purple and white baker's twine that is from our purple ribbon set, just to wrap around that before she foam taped it to the card, so it's got some dimension. This is really gorgeous. Love what she did. Way to go, Debbie. All right, so the last technique we've got here for you guys is the same. This is the same kit, the same embossing folder and stencil set for the Bold Blooms. And what Debbie did was she ran it through the machine using this blue cardstock. Look at that. And then she took a little sanding block, like this one right here. Take the sanding block, and she just took the surface of that and it's just taking the color off of that blue cardstock, and it's got a white cardstock core under that blue print. And you're just revealing that by lightly sanding that. All right, and then you're going to take the stencil, you're going to tape this down. Okay, and then this, just have to make sure we have the right side going here. There we are. You just line those up right there on those images. And we're going to tape this down as well so it's not moving around. All right, and then we're going to take some Prussian blue, and I think, gosh, let's just try this Prussian blue here. And just doing that right in the center there. Isn't that beautiful? I love how she did that. Just picking up that dark color in the center. Gorgeous. And then I believe she used a little bit of gingerbread. Right on the center of this one. And this, notice how that is just picking up that color beautifully. Gorgeous. Love that. Way to go, Debbie. And then on her card, she used the Sending Smiles. Greetings right here. Beautiful. So you guys, we've got a fantastic money saver on this collection. As you can see, they're really versatile, lots to do, and so easy to use. I'm just really impressed with how well the stencil masks line up with the embossing folder. They did a really good job about that. So definitely check that out. This is going to be our giveaway card. So if you participate in that, you just have to hop on over to YouTube for our Paper Wishes channel on YouTube. And there's a little icon if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode. It says YouTube right around here. Click on that. And then if you watch this video on YouTube, then you like, comment, and subscribe, you'll be entered in to win this contest. We will pick one lucky viewer's comment. We'll reply to it and we will say, you're the winner. And then we'll tell you how to claim your card. Thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. And we'll see you in the next one.